pop.
Nah, you good.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it
missing
through.
that shit from 10 yards
well,
out.
After marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them.
The kind of bullshit is that? Yes, it ain't Robbie.
Over that one. That's a good drive.
I
3 points were put on the board.
And they will not get a chance to return this
the smart option is go beef.
For a touchback.
Some steaks, bro. Yeah, steaks are good. Yeah, you can. It's all edible anyways.
It's just as fine, dude. You know that ground beef is just a steak ground up, right? I wouldn't give them chicken because of the I wouldn't give chicken because of the salmonella shit.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man.
Ronald Jones!
He can only get back to the line of scrimmage.
Beef should be fine.
2nd and 10 coming up.
Salmonella. Salamala. Yeah, beef should be fine. People are tripping at Schoolboy Q about that shit, and he was like, "What the fuck y'all tripping for?" About giving his dogs raw meat. He's like, "What the fuck do animals do in the wild? Eat raw fucking meat." It just might take him a second to take him a bit to get his stomach used to it again, but shit, yeah, he'll be fine.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
What you mean? What you mean? Why are you mad? I appreciate it.
Damn, he's really gonna go
Now Haskins, 3rd and 1.
Yo, I like this. I like this.
Thank God your dude didn't jump.
This village.
Your dude just sat there, bro.
And the key number on that play, 3.
Yeah,
I like
he just sat there.
Ooh, this is nice. This is
Thank goodness. That shit was an interception. As soon as I threw it, I was like, that's intercepted.
Man, the shit Hansy be getting, I'm telling you, bro. Some fucking fake shit, dude. This dude fucking...
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you.
Let me tell you, bro. Little baby, right? Double coverage, okay? Double. 2 people. Catches it. Nobody touches him. Takes it into for the fucking touchdown, for a fucking 60-yard touchdown.
Because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss.
Oh my, how the fuck?
They don't seem to be.
He's just sitting there. They be helping you, bro.
Right, 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Is that Joseph 20?
On EA Sports.
Shut up, you broke. I don't wish hate on people. That was Phenom. That was Phenom.
Throwing on 3rd and long.
I said I would.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides,
I think just because he dropped 30.
Flag. Let them fight it
out.
That
bag chill.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Ross on the return. Well, that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Old Titans.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing
with fire.
Stop
yelling at me.
That close to the goal line.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw from his end zone. Freeman firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there. That's about it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Dancing to his left. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short.
Just barely, just barely.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down. Jones.
Yeah, that boy's so
and
fast.
This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Haskins on 3rd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Thanks, sir.
Ronald Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run.
No, the
result,
wide bar.
6 points.
Goddamn white bars.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Why you got to name the nigga Lynch?
No, I didn't name him John Lynch. I just gave him number 47.
Name it, dude.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Freeman airing this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Freeman buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
That's basically
picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He had a little bit of turnover last week.
But it's Sean Murphy
bunting. Not an
absolute
disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback.
I think last season he had like 3 or 4 fumbles max.
Can I put a lead on you? No. Trip. Where my horse at? Onward, Chauncey. For a happily ever
after. Last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Jones.
Come on, man.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. That's caught by Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run it with Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Haskins. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 43 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
And
they're going to lose some on this play. Big knocked back to the 18. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
You just called it. I was calling timeout right there. Yeah, you just called it for me.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Gay's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
No, you're up. You blitz with that guy that was on number 5.
Doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board.
And your other guy went after Godwin to the end zone.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Bro, I only needed 7 yards. That you saying I couldn't have got 7 yards?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think...
He rifles one that's
intercepted. My boys run up and intercept.
Picked off at the 47. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. The pride's better, right?
Well, you know, you're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. He completes it to Jones. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Let's go. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone,
man, I don't get it, bro. Pop's the only
and you can drop
motherfucker
anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
I've never been able to run on Pop out of all the games we've played.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It makes me sick to my stomach, bro, because I be trying so hard.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. This complete to Jones. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. 3rd and 2. Now Haskins escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Haskins, not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the screen.
I ain't getting rid of that ball, bro. I had to run with it. Anywhere I would have thrown it, that shit was getting picked.
A double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up the first down. But what else does he do?
I'm like, just get past that marker right there.
The big hit.
And I'm sliding.
Double plus, big time play.
On 1st down. Jones.
Looking
for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
My nickname is Flash Oliver.
looking to throw on second down. Haskins, a dump underneath to Jones. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to his own blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Not the Chris side.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Haskins to throw it. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And Oliver in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
105, negative 270. Okay. I got to go far.
Watch safety three. Watch safety three. Safety three.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He's had it again.
Goddamn field goal on 4th down.
Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we
wasn't
intercept the pass.
though, you saw
Oski
me.
tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
I fucking held on to that. God damn it.
Gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
Oh.
Put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
What is up with you today, bud?
Half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you haven't had it much.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now on 2nd and 16, Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And it's a touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Rice and beans. I'd go give me some all that rice in the kitchen.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
That shit is crazy.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back
I
out
told
there
him to put
doing
some
the things that he
stick 'em
does
on.
best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? They'll run on first down. Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
21 yards.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Still
They're
like
a gain of 13.
yards a carry.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football?
Why?
Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe
Man,
that
calm down,
time,
bro. You play better when you're pissed.
Runs, but
I don't want to hear that.
He takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins.
I had him fucking wide open. Wide open.
That is one he will remember. It's sack
oh my God, you're so lucky.
Career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
It's on.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty.
No, they're ready. We were going to play right after we're done with this Madden game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
He can always play after 9 p.m., so he good.
Confident enough to do it on the last drive.
He good after 9.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Shouldn't have changed his name that way, huh? Sounds like you're upset.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Flushed out right. That was going to throw deep right side.
Yeah, it sounds like you're upset.
Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Oh, okay, we're just making sure.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Right.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Right.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Yeah, that's fine, dude. Shit, I got a kid on the way. I'm straight.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, at the end of the day, I'm doing this for cardio and shit. You know what I mean? Doing this to be a...
The pressure drops off as
of course, dude. Best believe my kid's gonna get into this shit. My kid is not gonna get bullied. I'll tell you that much.
2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Shit.